Okay, so here is the actual portfolio that I was saying is my kind of archaic thing. It's nice to have. It's not necessary. Digital, well, I don't want to say it's not necessary. Certainly digital online is necessary, but to have something that tangible that you can touch to present to somebody or leave with somebody is always nice. And back when I started, that was the best way to go. So here is a portfolio that I did to actually get a job. And the job was for Taylor Swift, and some of you all that know music know her. But anyway, so here to get this job, it's kind of hard to see if it's not in person. That's actually a perfect example why sometimes things in person are better than online. But so I carved into the leather and burned into the leather it created certain different lines, depth of line and that sort of thing. But anyway, so I did this job and I got the job, but I later used this for my portfolio. So you open it up and there's my artist statement, which we can talk about later about how to make one, but you can Google that too. This is an example of when I told you that lots of times a portfolio is good to make a collection or to house a collection. That being like maybe you go through certain stages as an artist, or you do like I said earlier, you're a ceramicist and then a painter. Well, this was just my guitar work. It wasn't my big kind of fancy paintings, but it was what I did for a lot of musicians. And this one I did for American Idol, and that was a fun long story, and every little symbol was one of the I did the top 10 finalists, like their name or some sort of symbol that represented them in the top 10. So anyway, if you notice, I want to show you this. Notice how I have the black background. So that is really important when you are taking pictures of your work. And these days, I might have mentioned it earlier, but these days you can take really nice pictures with your iPhone. Lots of phones have a really good high quality DPI. This, which is dots per inch, which means that the color comes through really strong when you have it printed on a photograph, which is important. But a long time ago, I had to take mine with a really nice camera, which I just learned how to do. But that black background is really important. You got to think about things. Remember we've talked about foreground and background, things that are in the front and in the back. Well, the black background makes this colorful foreground of the guitar really stand out. So this is an example of like places I went, different functions and things like that, different people who were presented with my guitar, different businesses and big kind of creative corporations. That is Kenny Chesney, Brad Paisley, they're singers too. And, it's always good when you're making a portfolio to kind of this tells the person that I would be working for or creating something for who's bought it, where I've been, what I did. And then all of these, this is an example, all of these guitars often have a lot of detail. So sometimes I would take a close-up picture, like this is a detailed picture of that. So anyway, this is just kind of an example of a physical portfolio. And it encompassed events and clients and different guitars. So anyway, that's an example, kids. I hope you guys are great and taking care of yourself and kind of making sure that you take some really good long deep breaths, okay? All right, I'll see you soon. Miss you.